taco day.
That's wonderful, Ty. It sounds like a beautiful night. Thank you so much for the ride. You did a great job with the Hong Kong traffic, too.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, I'm Rich. I appreciate your help.
Welcome to Hong Kong, Mr. DeVos. It is an honor to meet you.
I'm honored to meet you too, Shu. And please, call me Rich.
Of course, Mr. Rich. Now, we only have 33 minutes until your presentations are scheduled to begin. Now, if you follow me.
Thank you very much, but I think I'd rather meet these folks first. Hi, my name is Rich. What's your name?
My name's Helen, Mr. DeVos.
Helen, so nice to meet you. What do you do here?
I'm an office manager.
That is a very important job, and I'm sure you're very good at it. And who might you be?
Hi, I'm Christina. Pleasure to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you, Christina. How long have you been with the company?
Almost 2 years, Mr. DeVos.
Do you enjoy your work here?
Yes, very much so.
I'm really glad to hear it. And hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi. It's so nice to meet you.
Rich and Jay had a way of surprising people. At moments when others expected formality, they leaned into humanity. They didn't just lead with authority, they led with presence and compassion. Together, they lived out their deep belief in the value of every person.
I don't think anybody would expect the CEO or the president or the head of a company would be kind and caring enough as to, say thank you to the doorman or to the hotel attendants that opened the door for him. I guess my first lesson in respect for people came from him. Few people would bother to even look at them, but Rich would always say thank you, would always greet them. That's just Rich,
Jay was highly respected, but not intimately known by as many people as Rich, probably. But there were some examples of generosity and sensitivities that a lot of people probably aren't aware of. Amway had a bus that was fitted out with Amway products, and the sales staff would drive it around the country. It was called the Amway Showcase. A friend of mine was one of the drivers of the bus, Tom McMurheisen. Back in the 1970s, he came back from a trip and was giving a report to Jay. Jay looked at him and noticed that Tom had a bunch of grease on his suit coat. And he said, "What happened there, Tom?" And Tom said, "Oh, I had a flat tire I had to change, and I got some grease on it, And Jay said, "Okay, well, Tom, you're doing a great job. I'll tell you what. I want you to go down to George Bullis, where Jay bought his clothes, and pick out 2 suits and 2 shirts and 2 ties and put them all on my account. You're doing a good job, and I want you to I want you to have those." And Tom, he couldn't believe it. With Jay, it was just the kind of man that he was.
They wanted to act in a way that impacted people around them in a positive way. So they wanted to be, encouraging to employees and to distributors and to community leaders and to neighbors and all that sort of thing. They just did that on a regular basis.
My dad and Rich never looked down on anybody, ever. Didn't matter who they were, didn't matter what position they were in life, because he knew whatever they were doing was important. They would look at a person as a person of possibility. Anyone from that time in history could have been full of biases and ignorance about other people and cultures. But I never saw that in Rich or my dad. They always freely love people.
They're both just wonderful people, respected by all.
Every time Rich comes to Hong Kong or to China, once he gets off the plane, the first job we do is sit him down and tell him the itinerary for the next few days. After listening to all my detailed explanation of his itinerary, he'll turn to me and he'll say, "So how's your family?" And then usually the second question is, "Are you having fun?" You know what I mean? He's not interested in all the details about the schedules. He cares for me. And he always talks in very simple language that I can relate with. And I thought, geez, that's wonderful. To be a great leader, all you need to do is to be this sincere and kind and caring.
For the most part, Rich was in charge of human relations, and he would conduct the employee meetings. He would do the Rich DeVos walk around through the entire factory, through every nook and corner, stick his head in and say hi to the employees or the ladies on the manufacturing line, and through every little office area, and say hi. What are you doing? What are you working on? He did it every month. It made employees feel so close to him, the president of the company coming around and greeting different employees at every level.
He's a cheerleader. And this goes back to when he was actually a cheerleader in high school. He always saw the best in people. He always gives an encourager. He loved to get people motivated and believing in themselves, giving them the support that they need.
Another thing I always remember was the way Jay treated everybody he met. He had a rare gift where he could see value in everyone, no matter what experience. And that's the attitude that built everyone up. Heck, it built me up. All of us who were fortunate enough to work with him carry it with us.
They were very obsessed with unlocking people's potential. I mean, I don't think they could help it. They were like, "I see so much value in you, but you may not see it, so I'm going to help you see it." And that's why they were always so encouraging. They saw what you could be, and they wanted you and needed you to see it too.
How can you not feel valued when you're told you can do it? You're great. Keep trying. We love you. We're here for you. We're invested in you. That's what everybody needs, right? That was what Dad and Rich did. I heard that my whole life. And they meant it. They genuinely meant what they said.
I never thought very highly of myself. But when Rich said, "Eva, you can do it," I choose to believe him. He see each and every man and woman that he came across as somebody worthy of respect, a worthy individual. They are able to do so much more in their lives because of the fact that they felt somebody respect them and trust them and believe in them.
When he met somebody, it didn't matter who it was. It could be famous, could be anybody in the street. But when he met somebody, he focused on them. He wants to know who they are. That's what's that. He was just always curious about every single person, that he'd meet.
For me, that's always, if you ask why I stayed with a company for 44 years, it's because Rich and Jay knew how to treat their employees. They were so easy to respect, and all of us respected and loved them both.
We sincerely believe that each one of you can reach your highest aspirations.
Regardless of race or creed or religion, people with varying religious convictions, political affiliations, and racial origins.
We believe in you.
Jay was equally encouraging of each and every person. They shared that same value of people created equally by God, and that they wanted to bring that out in them. He wanted to encourage them to grow and to learn. And, and I think that's what providing the Amway business did for them. And I think that's how he encouraged and created value in them.
When you believe in somebody and it's genuine, and you look at them and you say, you can do it. You can overcome that. You can achieve something. You can set a goal. You can work hard. You can make a commitment. You can do it. You know, that impacts people.
We started with a deep and abiding faith in people, that they had value and that they were not an accident that happened. And as we move around the world, all that continues on that basis of believing in the worthwhileness and the value of an individual.
My dad would see every person as a unique work of art, that God created the world and each of us, that each of us is uniquely designed. So every person I meet is also a unique work of art. And so he always would see that in people. He would see that spark of God that was in people, that inspired him to be able to know that this is a special person, a special creation, and I want to understand that person. I want to know them, and he would dig right in.
Even with a company as large as Amway became, they never lost sight of the people behind it.
Whether it's the janitor all the way up through to the chief marketing executive, doesn't matter who you are. We value every single person.
I am very proud of both of them and blessed that I had them in my life.
If there's one thing I carry with me from their example, it's this. And every person you meet deserves to be seen and heard and respected. I mean, that's the kind of world that they were trying to build, and it's the kind of world that we should all keep striving for.
Dad and Jay loved people. It didn't matter where they came from or what their background was or what their country was. They knew people were people, and that people had dreams and goals and aspirations, and every individual had value.